Welcome to Tar Story 7. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the DC Comics Batman Missions True Moves first appearance 80 years Batman. So really cool, really blessed I picked this up today. It's the first appearance of Batman based on his first comic appearance. And it's just so cool. It's for the 80th anniversary. We got the logo there. We got a nice clear view of him boxed with his accessories. We got the Batman Missions logo. We have Batman on the side there with True Moves. And we have the little mini comic included there. I love that. So this figure was actually just announced at Comic-Con. And I don't buy the Titan Heroes from Marvel. I absolutely hate those figures. And I've never bought a True Moves. I do have some of the Titans, but I don't like them. But I've never bought any of the True Move figures from DC or Mattel, which is basically their version of Titans. I've always thought that True Moves looked better because it seemed to actually have more articulation and more detail. But nonetheless, I'm really excited about this one. But like I said, this one was just announced at Comic-Con. I'm surprised I had stores so early, but we got True Moves, 11 points of articulation. I do like that. And it shows you where they are, the head, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrist, what looks like the torso, then the legs, the knees. So pretty good in terms of articulation. Then you have the poses you can put Batman in, and I absolutely love that you can actually swing the cape over just like the original Batman. So very, very cool that they actually included that kind of feature on this new figure with its cape. So on the back you have a kind of another image with its cape extended. It looks like a very long cape actually, and then it includes some mini comics. So yeah, let's open this up. So here we have Batman, and he just looks incredible. I absolutely love this extended cape. You can definitely pull it over his shoulders, and you can kind of give it a swinged look too. It looks really cool. You can have it go back all the way if you want, but you can also bring it out. It looks very nice. It's soft goods. It's felt. Or soft good felt, I guess to say, and it's just very cool. It's very long too. You definitely get a really good length with this cape, and that's not something you always get with Batman figures in their particular capes, so I do like that. The face does look nice. He has the white out eyes, and he's got a little bit of, I guess, kind of a frown there, but pretty cool. He's got the extended ears, which are nice. He did have longer ears when he was first made, so I do like that they include that. The face does look like a more modern Batman, like from Justice League Action or something, but nonetheless, I do like the extended ears on the cowl, and I think it looks very, very good. And then you have the little piece there, and you have the original Bat symbol, which looks really cool. And no ears at all. I mean, it's weird when you've seen it with the ears, but it is kind of cool. I like how it looks kind of long. He's got some nice muscle sculpt, which is cool. You can kind of see the abs there, which I like how they did that. The sculpt on that's very good. And then you have the belt, which looks cool. It's got this round shape of all these little different kind of pockets there. Then you can kind of see the boxers, which cool they included that, and he's got the purple gloves. I love the purple gloves. I believe they were really only a part of this Batman costume. I think they did bring them back for like 0 year or whatever during the New 52, but he doesn't have the purple gloves a lot, and I always like the purple gloves. I thought they were actually pretty cool, so I like that they did include this. And then moving down, he has his boots, which are pretty cool as well. So yeah, in terms of articulation, you do have a 360 at the head. It's a little stiff though. Unfortunately, I don't have my piece that holds the camera, so... Oh wait, never mind. I actually have just found it. So I can show off his articulation. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to do that. I just had to look over a little bit. So yeah, I'm just going to put on this little thing, and then I will show you guys a look at the articulation. But yeah, 360 at the head, and it does move freer when you kind of got both hands on it. You have a 360 at the arms. The articulation's pretty good. Swing out the joints, bendability at the elbow, 360 at the elbow. There's also a 360 at the wrist. There is no articulation at the torso, but the legs do swing outwards, so I think I mistook that part with the torso for the legs swinging out, and they do come forwards and backwards, and bendability at the knee. So it's actually pretty good in terms of articulation. I definitely say it's better than one of the Titan figures. I did it, like I mentioned at the start of this, I did have some of those. I did not like them as much, but yeah, I would definitely say the articulation is better compared to something like that, and I think it's pretty good for this scale if we're being honest. But the poses you can kind of get Batman in is pretty good. He does fall over a little bit, but that's just because I don't have him really standing properly. kind of all decked out there, the cape just really makes this figure. It's so nice, and it really gives him just like, yeah, it really does a lot for him, and that's definitely one of the highlights of this figure and his appearance in the comics. And you do get some accessories. You get a Batarang. I don't know if this is supposed to be an original Batarang like he had when he first debuted, or is a new piece to the series, or just something that they've had in previous lines, as I don't know that much about this series. I do think it looks cool nonetheless. And those holes on the Batarang actually fit into his thumb to give Batman a better kind of grip on it. And man, he just looks so cool with that cape. I really like the cape. And your last accessory for this is probably one of the coolest accessories ever. A mini Detective Comics issue 27, the issue that actually debuted Batman. So very, very cool. And when it said Mini Detective Comics 27 include on the box, I thought it meant like something like in a square, because sometimes they'll release like really small comics like in a square shape, and they're incredibly hard to read. But if you look, this thing's actually pretty big compared to Batman, and the artwork on it is very nice. You know, it's definitely based on Detective Comics 27, 64 pages of action, May 1939, starring this issue, The Amazing and Unique Adventures of the Batman. Very, very cool, very awesome. I love that they include this. This is just amazing, and this is stuff like this that really is going to make me miss Mattel when they lose the license, because they always did really cool things like this. On the back of the pamphlet, there's a Mattel, a DC, and a Warner Brothers logo, and just to kind of show you this, it basically shows you Batman fighting the criminal there, and then you kind of get the Batman. I believe this is based from the original comic. I believe this is the first story, Detective Comics 27 of the original comic. Not 100% sure about that, but I believe it's supposed to be that. And the artwork is very good, and the words aren't small either. You can read them pretty well. Like I was saying, I like how big this comic is. And then lastly, you have the end of the story. Then Batman punches the guy over the vat of acid, and I mean, that's actually pretty dark to include. Batman, I believe Batman did actually kill people when he was originally debuted, so that's kind of dark, but at the same time, it's very different from what we know from Batman Day, and I think that's interesting that Batman's character has changed a lot. But then you have the Batman DC 80 Years logo. It just looks really cool. And then lastly, you have the Detective Comics collection, and then you have an advertisement for something else in this True Move series, another Batman action figure. That's the Battle Power Batman. So overall, I have to say, if you're a Batman fan, I would definitely recommend picking this up, because it like embodies the 80 years Batman by including this awesome comic and getting the look from Detective Comics 27. And it's just definitely something you're going to want as a Batman fan. Like I said, I don't like the 12-inch figures. I don't like Titans. And the True Move series, I don't really hate. I'm not that into it. But this is something I definitely wanted to pick up. And I mean, it's got a lot of great display options with the cape and everything. The articulation's pretty good, and the accessories really make it. I love this mini Detective Comics 27. It's just so cool. But yeah, definitely pick this up. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.